respect from his teammates. And, it seems like, you guys, we see him right here, we only notice those guys when they catch the ball, but that room's been pretty good blocking for several years. There's some toughness, there's some core values. Sometimes when we're not good running the game, it's our guys that aren't good on the edge, my guys. And when they're doing pretty good, they're actually pretty good. And so again, I think he's a much better athlete than people give him credit for. I think he's a great athlete, great ball skills. I think he's the quintessential tight end because he's got size, he's got toughness, he's not flashy, he's a little bit dirty, but he's got some ball skills. Our team loves him. I love him. I think he's a special player. I'm happy. Long way to go. We're just starting. Long way to go with him. I'm counting on a big year out of that kid.
We'll go to Pat Murphy, 24/7 Sports.
Kevin, we heard about the depth at running back with the top three guys, and Evan obviously got hurt, but tonight you guys showed quite a bit more. What does that room give beyond maybe the top two guys that we saw the first couple of weeks?
Yeah, the top two guys are really special. We thought, again, the young guys are coming on. Now, TC's a walk-on guy. He's kind of popped in practice because he's going against the one defense, and that couple plays he made tonight, he's just got a little knack and feel. So for a walk-on freshman, very gifted, probably just overlooked in the recruiting process. We're glad he's here. We're going to do everything to keep enhanced and bring him along. And I didn't realize when he got here how instinctive and quick Dallin was. Just his ability to, when he makes a cut, he's still going vertical. He's downhill. He's up on you. And it's great for young kids that are learning how to take care of the ball. They're still learning the offense. But we'll need those guys for some wear and tear and some durability down the stretch. And those are two really talented young freshmen. Dallin's doing great. He's a good young player.
Austin Ward, Rivals, 97.1 The Fan.
Kevin, Mitch has been here for half a decade. When was that first moment that you thought, we might really have something that we can use?
I didn't 2 years ago, and I even told him, I think you're an NFL fullback. I don't know if you think that, but I think that. There's not a lot of guys that do that, and the NFL still plays with that position quite a bit. And he kind of came on, and as he came on a couple years ago and had a couple plays in a couple of our games, it got a little bit out of hand, and the special team role took off, and I'm glad he came back for this extra year. If he stays healthy, maybe he gets an opportunity, maybe not. I think he's, beauty in the eye of the beholder. But again, he and Kay give us maturity, give us toughness. They don't give us a lot of flash, but they give us great play. And those are, I sit in that room every day with two men that I have a lot of respect for. They're special players.
Is that I formation called Woody, is that what you said?
Excuse me?
That I formation, were you just calling it the I? Or was that just the homage to Woody that you've been?
No, one formation was called I right tight. So one was called jumbo, and one was called heavy. So.
We'll go here to the right, Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Kevin, you're 3 games in. How ready do you think this offense is for Big Ten play? What have you seen so far?
Big Ten play is different. It's more challenging. It's more physical up front. No disrespect. I had a lot of respect for Toledo's defensive line coming in. The Notre Dame front that we played was very, very deep and talented. But when you get in the Big Ten play, it's a line of scrimmage league. It's a tough league. It wears on you week after week after week. We're starting with a big challenge with a great line of scrimmage team on both sides coming up next week when Wisconsin walks into the shoe. So it's as good as the offense might look. The offense is not good until the end of the year, and you can see how tough and how consistent it is. We got enough skill. Coach Dale will do a great job as we put the game plans together to get guys opportunity to make plays. But the great teams are tough. They're consistent. They play week after week, and they find ways to get W's. And we'll see if this team's ready to be a Big Ten team as we start with a great challenge that we play week after week because it's a bear in this league.
We got time for a couple more questions for Coach, but we do need to start wrapping it up with Cam Martinez in the back. Over here to the left, Bill Landis, Rivals.
Kevin, we've seen how good CJ can be in the pocket for over a year now, but he seems to be expanding that to more movement throws, more play extension. Just how much better has he gotten at that area from your perspective?
We've always tried to have a little bit in the pass game, moving the pocket a little bit. Our defense with that umbrella coverage they play just forced us a lot during spring and preseason that the initial throws weren't open in practice or 7-on-7. Matter of fact, sometimes we call 7-on-7 drill, now 7-on-8. If they put a defensive end out there and drop the guys, they tease. So there's nobody open, so you got to buy some time and scramble. And I think a year ago someone had some stats. I don't know if I buy all the PFF stats because I don't know who does those stats and how accurate they are. But our worst stat that someone posted was scrambles of all the plays last year. When you look at our quick passes, out passes, deep passes play, our worst pass play last year was scrambles. Well, we didn't work on it that much. we really weren't trying to work on this year, but our defense forced us to, and it's gotten to where we're pretty good at it. And, again, I do think the thing for CJ is when to scramble, make a play, when to scramble, throw it away. And the hype that these quarterbacks get, and all the accolades, and the ratings, and completion percentages. I say this story, but when I was a player, our completion percentage goal was 57%. I remember that number. That would put you in the bottom 50 of college football right now. That was our goal back then. And so his ability to just be smart and not force him, check it down, and manage what's going on is, to me, what great players do. And you know, he played great tonight. So again, I appreciate the way he's playing. I appreciate the scrambles, and once in a while I appreciate a throwaway because some teams are going to drop everybody. Maybe it's not there. Tonight he had a nice scramble when they dropped over and tucked it down, slid up there, and took us, I think, from second long into third and management, kept the drive alive, which was a great play.
And final two questions. First one from Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
Kevin, the plays that Cade has made in the passing game for the last couple of weeks, would he have been capable of making those plays last year, or does that speak to how much he's grown as a pass catcher?
You know, he's grown as a pass catcher. He worked a lot this summer, you know, with behind scenes. You know, Keenan Bailey's kind of working with the offenses, working with receivers. Kind of got with him a little bit just in understanding coverages and attacking leverages of guys, and they spent some time together, you know, behind scenes, just trying to be better. I think a year ago sometimes he would rush some things, and when we were practicing, but also a year ago he wasn't as complete as Jeremy. Wasn't going to play as much. Those plays were kind of Jeremy's plays, and with the receivers had last year, they didn't get Jeremy's way. Jeremy wasn't good enough, they weren't there. Right now, Cade's coming on strong, and he's good enough to get in the mix. And with some of if we get the run game going, the play action comes off the running game. And sometimes that's where Mitch and Cade can be a little bit more. We're in the drop back game. Sometimes those guys maybe are 3 or 4 in some of your route progressions. In the play action game, sometimes they're 1 or 2, and that gets maybe the ball coming away a little bit. And Coach Day's doing a really good job of trying to. We're working hard. The one big play we had tonight. At the end of the game to battle, we're really just trying to get a flat throw for G to get a touch for G, and they busted the coverage, and it was a big play. So we're just trying to get G a touch. So as coaches, we try to do things that didn't work out a whole lot anyway. So.
And final question for Coach Wilson, Tim May on 3.
Yeah, Kevin, you might have been asked about this already, but Dallin Hayden, the way he came on in camp and stuff, has just kept progressing, and all of a sudden tonight, basically, he's your backup for running back as the thing progresses. Just what have you seen out of him from your perspective?
You know, coming in, we knew he was a good recruit. Tony does a great job coaching, but to me, instinctively, and TC, our young guy there, the walk-on players, same. They're just instinctive when they make cuts, and because to me, there's a little instinct or feel or vision. When he makes a cut, and he makes a guy miss, but he's going forward. He doesn't stop his feet and start chattering, so he's able to be a downhill runner. To not be a big guy, he kind of runs downhill. He runs behind his pads. He's very instinctive, and to me, he flashed the first couple of days. Like, well, that's just a nice run. Maybe it's a 4 or 5 yard play, but that was a nice cut. That was instinctive. That was natural. He's got a chance to be a really good back.
Great. Coach, thank you
Thanks,
very
guys.
much.
Go Bucks.